So how important then, therefore, do you think for others, if you could share this, is routine and structure within your life? Like in terms of, people keep saying to me, mindset. For me, mindset means about structuring something and structuring my mind in a certain way. And the only thing I can think of is routine. I can't think of much more. I mean, routine to do different things. And I'm a bit like yourself. I'm extreme. I get right down to the time I go to bed at night. It's non-negotiable unless I've got to go to something that's like a function or something. It's non-negotiable if I'm home. What I actually do before I go to sleep, there's a few things like routines I go through to make sure that I'm in a sleep mode. What time I wake up in the morning, even down to the point which gym or gyms I go to.
There you go.
I noticed for those who don't know, Bedros, his team reached out to me before he came here, and he wanted to go somewhere where he could practice jiu-jitsu. And the place I recommended is a jiu-jitsu-wrestling sort of place. It's an MMA place, which he did. He's been there already. He only been there for a few days. That's sort of, to me, extreme routine commitment.
Yeah, and I will keep that. I mean, what you described is like my morning starts the night before.
Yeah.
What time I go to bed, what little rituals I go through, the hot tub, the tea, one episode of the TV show that my wife and I watch, all of it.
What are you watching?
We are currently watching, what is the name of the show?
Is it comedy or is it drama?
No, I hate drama. We just finished watching right now the third part of Arnold's documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
But previous to that, we were watching Veep. So
what's Veep about?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. So the woman who was on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
She is the Veep, Vice President of the United States.
Right.
She's hilarious.
It
is just foul. It is bananas. She can't wait for the president to die for her to step into his shoes. And every time she gets a call, she's hoping that the president is dead. Oh, he's in the hospital. Well, I will be there to see him, to give my condolences. I mean, to make sure he's doing well. And so I love good comedies, but we, again, make sure that we only watch one episode and not go down the drain of, binge watching an entire season.
But it's funny because I do the same sort of thing, but I watch something neutral to neutralize my thought processes. Yeah. I mean, what about meditation?
I love meditating. So in the mornings I'll meditate. I'll drink 30 ounces of water. I'll even turn on.
How much is 30 ounces of water? It's about a liter.
30 ounces of water is, it's a fourth of a gallon.
Okay, quarter of a gallon. Gallon's
quarter of a gallon
is 8 pints, so it's 2 pints, which is close to a liter.
Yeah.
That's a lot of water.
That's it. Yeah. So within 30 minutes of waking up, I've drank the 30 ounces of water. I've sent out 3 gratitude text messages.
To whom? To
3 random people in my life that I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
Who have helped me. It could be Jim Franco, my first mentor. It could be someone, one of my business partners. It could be my wife. Anyone that I'm grateful for. I make sure to put myself in a state of gratitude. You know this, as an entrepreneur, no matter how structured your day is, you're going to get a call or a text or an email that's going to
piss you off.
That's going to piss you off.
Or make you feel like shit.
Exactly. So again, remember we were talking about creating that win-win scenario, the most selfish thing we can do. Well, if I send Mark a gratitude text message when I wake up, sometime throughout his day, Mark's going to send me a thank you message. And I don't know why the universe works this way, but that thank you message from you will come exactly when I needed it, when I needed to hear it, because something's going wrong in my business or in my life, which is normal. Like, I love chaos. And my problem is to fix chaos faster than it can produce itself. That's what entrepreneurs do. We fix problems faster than problems can reproduce. And so the most selfish thing I can do is send gratitude text messages, because that guarantees me 3 positive text messages every single day.
And you can bank them.
I can bank them.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's currency.
Yeah. I listen to Jack Johnson's music while I'm showering.
I haven't heard Jack for ages, but whatever happened to Jack? Like, not many new albums out, but I love his stuff.
No, every now and again,
chilled.
Yeah, he'll randomly just put something out. But he does a concert once a year where I surf in Dana Point, California. And so I always go to, the family and I go to see him. I love his music. Makes me happy, right? Talk about something neutral, makes me happy. Then I'll go downstairs, meditate for about 15 minutes, and then I attack my work. And I use the word attack. I know it sounds extreme, but I attack my work. And as Joan is sitting there, she'll tell you, money tasks first. Things that will make money first, and then I'll start solving problems that have come through the night via email from my chain of command, my team members, et cetera. And then I go to the gym, get my workout in, go outside and walk for about 3 miles at the local park. And then I'll go to headquarters by 12 noon. And then my second half of the day starts. So part 1 of my day starts at home. Part 2 starts at headquarters. And I might, coach or consult some coaching clients. I might make some big decisions or small decisions, a series of small decisions, or I might make a few episodes of my podcast show. By 6 p.m., I'm at home and it's family time and my phone notifications are off, because even if the building at home at work catches fire, I'm not a firefighter. What can I do other than worry about it? So I'll find out in the morning when my CEO tells me.
So it's very, very disciplined.
Yeah.
And is this 7 days a week? Do you have what about food in terms of,
I just follow my macros in terms of food. So
what's that mean?
My proteins, fats, and carbs. So I'll have about 250 grams of protein per day. I break it up into 4 meals. I can't, 6, 7 meals, I don't have time for. 250 grams of protein a day, about 150 to 200 grams of carbs a day, and 60 to 80 grams of fat a day. And usually the fat will come from olive oil, avocado, etc. And I love routine. I love routine. Now, yesterday we went and had steak. Like I said, I got a little dessert. I got sherbet, sorbet, as they all might say. And I had a couple bites, and I pushed a plate away. I'm a fat kid, so I could eat I don't have an off button. So I have to deliberately go in. And that's why I have to be disciplined. I have to be structured. I have to be militant. I can out eat anybody, and I can out lazy anybody. But I love financial freedom. I love serving humanity so much. I love being fit and athletic so much that I have to be this disciplined and this militant. And I do it 7 days a week. Like, why on the weekends would I wake up and be lazy, wake up late, be lazy, only to set myself up to lose on a Monday? Because think how quickly our body builds habits and patterns. So if I'm lazy on Saturday and I get a little drunk and tipsy, and on Sunday I sleep in, I get a little drunk and tipsy, Monday, arguably the busiest day for an entrepreneur, now I'm at a deficit. I don't want that. Difference is, on the weekends, I'm not working 8-9 hours, but I'll work a couple hours before the family wakes up, still be productive, still feel some self-worth, and then go out there and have fun with the family, whether it's surfing or whatever.
And in terms of sleep, for those who are listening, because a lot of people in business find it difficult to sleep, what's your sleep mantra? So, I mean, we listen to Peter Thiel and Andrew Huberman and various other people like Simon Hill in Australia. You've got to get between 7 and 8 hours, and it's got to be a certain type of sleep. What's your sleep regime or strategy look like?
So as early as 7, 8 years ago, I would function with 4 to 5 hours of sleep. And I almost scoffed at anybody who would get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Today at 49 years old, I require 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and that's a non-negotiable. I stopped drinking alcohol 2 years ago simply because it interrupted my sleep pattern. And I was not a addict where I would have a couple of cocktails here and there. But I noticed as I got older, I would feel a little foggy. It would interrupt my sleep. It wasn't a deep sleep. I like to eat earlier in the day. Instead of our culture especially, we like to eat at 8:30, 9 p.m., right? Well, shoot, I got to be in bed by 10 o'clock, man. I can't do that. I like to eat at 6 p.m. for dinner. And so I've adjusted my eating, my alcohol, et cetera, to help me sleep deeper and longer at night, which makes me more productive. I don't know if it's a byproduct of getting older or if all those years of sleeping 4 or 5 hours have now caught up with me, but I require my sleep.
And it's funny, during that younger years, I mean, I experienced the same thing. It was like it was like a superpower of people who are good entrepreneurs to be able to go without sleep. In other words, how do you do it? You get 4 to 5 hours sleep at night, yet you can work, 14, 15 hours a day. And I actually think it was all bullshit. I don't believe anyone has said it. I mean, I used to do it, but I would then crash after about 6 or 7 days. And these people used to say to me, I know, I never do that. I sleep 4 or 5 hours, and I've been doing it for years. I don't know. I now think I don't believe them because it is like a bit of a superpower sort of, I'm a professor of business, so to speak. This is what they're trying to tell us, and that they're better than all of us, which would make you feel like shit.
Right.
Then you start saying, well, what's wrong with you, you pussy? Why can't you operate on Mark on 4 or 5 hours sleep a night for the last 20 years? Well, because no one does, I don't think. I think it's all bullshit.
Yeah, I really think it is. And it catches up with you sooner or later.
Yeah.
And there's literally pictures of me from 10 years ago. People see it. They go, oh my God, you look so old there. I look younger today, 10 years later. And I do believe it's 1, stress management, but 2, I'm getting better and longer sleep.